y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective, and today we're going to be reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 episode 15, Sip and Spill Tea. Maybe that's not all that was spilled. How you plan a sip and see for your grandbaby and find out that there was another baby that you didn't know about? Girl, Shereé, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. But before we get into all of that, before we get into it, let's cover some housekeeping items first. This is a growing channel, y'all, and what that means is that I need your help. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, support Black women. I would greatly appreciate it. What we do over here, we talk about books, we talk about TV, reality shows, we do a little movie recap sometimes here and there whenever the spirit moves me. But most importantly, we build community and have a little kiki on the side. So if that's what you're here for, that's what you're about, that's what you're interested in, definitely hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Let's get into this review. Y'all, I only watched the episode once, and so I'm going to just be kind of picking and choosing a couple of things. But I'm going to have to wear raggedy ass Martell out. For those of y'all who know Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville, own show. All right, so I'm pulling up my notes really quickly. I probably should have had my notes before, but my bad, y'all. Drew is starring in this movie called The Hall Pass, I think, or The Pass. Actually, yes, it's called The Pass because I think Hall Pass was the inside hand version. Okay. They're filming the movie and they being real cheap, y'all. They being real cheap. I mean, I understand being economically conscious. Baby, this is downright cheap. And they're filming in Kandi and Todd's home, using Candy's bedroom for scenes. I grew up in a Black household and I was not allowed to like lay in somebody else's bed like that, especially if I've got my outside clothes on. Like, you sit on the floor. You don't get in somebody's bed. That's weird. Candy didn't necessarily agree with it either, but I was like, girl, why you ain't say nothing? Why y'all didn't just stretch for a hotel or I don't know. Y'all could have did something. Get a separate room and buy furniture for a separate room. It could have been like a couple $1,000s that you would have expensed. Anyway, whatever. We moving on. They wanted to shoot the film in 10 days. Todd is happy with what Drew is doing. Her work is amazing. We all know Drew is a good actress. She was on The Game. She played Drew Sidora, which technically she played herself, but she's still a good actress. We know she be acting like she don't know nothing on this show quite often. So Drew's doing a great job. Everybody's raving over that. So that's all we getting from there. Drew sweat up and down. She's never had a sex scene with a woman. She's never been attracted to women before. The people say you was dating Ty. That's the reason why I clocked back into this season, y'all, because I wanted to see her in this Ty foolishness, but we not getting it until the very last episode. And you see how Real Housewives of Atlanta bamboozle us. This why I was giving it a lot of. That's why I've been giving it lip, y'all, because they be bamboozling us, bamboozling. If I can get it out, they be bamboozling us, and I don't like that. I don't like that. You wasting our time, all our time. Shereé is planning her sip and see for baby Mecca. Mecca is super cute. Lance is her party planner. Y'all, I'm in love with Lance, girl. This hair sister is doing her thing, and I love it for Lance. He looks amazing. He has his team. He did the damn thing. Now I bet y'all in about 2 to 3 months, y'all, 2 to 3, I give it 6 months, like 6 months or less. Lance gonna be filing a lawsuit against Shereé because she ain't pay her for she didn't pay him for nothing. Okay, I give it 3 to 6 months, y'all. 3 to 6 months. We kind of zoom in a little bit on Marlo. Marlo is having a celebration to celebrate people that have been in the foster system and have been able to make it out and have a successful life after foster care. There's a lot of stigmatization around foster care. There's a lot of obviously negative stigmas around foster care. I actually know a good friend of mine. Her and her husband actually started foster care and they found twins. The mother was on drugs, the father was, not, he was in jail or something like that. I can't remember what the story was. They ended up adopting those children. And so after seeing those twins with my good girlfriend and her husband, I've always thought that adopting was such a really great way to give back to the community and actually, leave a true impression on the world. So I believe that it's possible for, obviously, people who were in foster care system to be able to get out, and if they were, allotted the right love and attention and affection that they deserve, they can actually blossom into something great. They're already great anyway. Somebody just needs to invest into them. So Marlo is taking the time to honor people who have gone through the foster system, and giving them some awards, shouting them out, recognizing them for the challenges that they faced in their early childhood. Marlo was getting mad because she thought Shereé wasn't going to show up. I Marlo really need how much is she paying this therapist? I think it's her name, Sharon. I don't know I don't know how much she's paying Sharon. I don't know if she's through, like, I don't know if she got Sharon through like a Groupon, maybe. I don't know, Miss Sharon, because I'm not trying to disrespect you. But ma'am, I don't know if your services are working for Marlo. This girl is so needy. You mean to tell me Shereé missed one event or is late for one event and you about to be mad? I, mad for what? You're a grown ass woman. This lady is telling you she's planning something for her granddaughter, and you can't even, like, Marlo is too needy for me. So we get to the sip and see. Cause again, y'all, I'm skipping through a lot of stuff because some of this stuff I was just like, okay, it's cute, it's cute, it's cute. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit. Let me backtrack because I am missing Sanya. Sanya and Ross. They go to see Dr. Jackie. Somebody said on Twitter, if everybody go to see Dr. Jackie, what Dr. Simone doing all day? Like both of them, actually. I like Dr. Simone, I like Dr. Jackie, and I can't wait for Married in Medicine to come back on, y'all. That is my show I will be reviewing. So Dr. Jackie was a little concerned about Ducey being in the room, saying, "Who let you in here? Because we don't usually typically allow children to be a part of this, be a part of this process." Just because, it's a tumultuous, it's time right now. It's volatile, right? There may be some things that may happen, and you'll have to have a tough conversation with this kid if things happen. We later learn in the next episode that she doesn't necessarily carry this particular baby to term. She does end up, thank the ancestors, that she does end up getting pregnant again, and she has a rainbow baby. But Dr. Jackie kind of already warned them. So we're excited for Sanya. We're excited for Ross. We're excited for their family. This is glad for them, happy for them. So we get to the sip and see. Real cute colors. Oh my gosh. Everybody was supposed to wear like a nude, pinky, whitish, like, that kind of like a khaki looking color. Like the khaki that Jenna Lyons had asked everybody to wear at her party, but people acted like they didn't know how to do that. I digress. I digress. Can I just point out the many faces of Shereé? Y'all saw that blue? I mean, not the blue, but the purple confessional look. One face was swollen, the next face was fine, the next face was swollen, the next face was fine. Like, what, girl? What is going on? What was going on? Was that the same day when she was looking swollen and she had the same dress on? Did y'all catch that? Let me know if y'all caught that. Intimacy was cute, very pretty. Bob. You been around the block. I don't know how many times, but you've been around now. We find out that Bob has a whole nother child. And this not no little girl or nothing. She grown. She grown. She actually older than Cairo. According to Shereé, she never knew about this child. And what I'll say, I don't think Shereé is lying. I think Shereé was too ashamed to admit that her man was cheating on her. Kenya even says in a confessional she knew someone who was fooling with Bob while she was married to Shereé, while he was married to Shereé, but Kenya didn't know Shereé at the time. I think it was kind of like a gut check to remember that Bob wasn't shit. But my thing is, Shereé, you went from a nigga that's broke and ain't. I mean, you went from a nigga who got a little bit of coin and ain't shit to a nigga that's broke and ain't got shit. You still dealing with ain't shit ass niggas, and I don't understand, Shereé. I don't understand. So you have this lavish sippancy that's not for you. You say it's for your granddaughter, but that baby was asleep. She wasn't even paying attention, and she ain't gonna remember. So you have this lavish ass party. Your boyfriend, who I know did not pay for it because he cannot pay for your $1,500 birthday dinner at Nobu, right? And we already talked about that. In regular world, I've already explained this in my video before. In regular world, I wouldn't expect, right? I wouldn't expect regular folk to be paying $1,500 for dinner at Nobu, which still sounds a little cheap to me compared to what I know Nobu's prices are in relation to reality TV world, right? You mean to tell me? What I will say is, Shereé, you should be embarrassed.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
You should absolutely be embarrassed because this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You with this nigga, he can't pay for nothing. He don't have nothing, and you went from one a nigga who got something who ain't shit to a nigga who ain't got nothing who ain't shit, baby. And you know, Shereé would have had a field day had it been any of the other women. Had Kenya brought her man and Kenya's man was asking people to cash app him to pay for Kenya's birthday dinner, you know she would have carried that bone. You know she would have carried that bone. I do not like Shereé, y'all. I do not like her. I do not respect her. I think she is an idiot. We looking at her like, girl, what are you doing? People don't grow up; they just grow old. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the episode. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. Bob comes over and says, "Oh yeah, I didn't know it was going to be an inquisition. First of all, I didn't even know he knew what inquisition meant. I know that's I know that's not right. But I was like, you know what? Oh, you know, okay, okay. Apropos. Oh, you know what that means? Okay. Oh, you know what that means? Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to judge like that, but I was really like, apropos. Okay. You not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? It's embarrassing, Shereé. You're embarrassing yourself. You really are. Ugh. And then y'all see, this is also a theory. So Shereé was taking pictures. Bob comes in to take pictures as well. He like low key trying to fill up on her. I said, you know what? And somebody on Twitter said this too, and I completely agree with them. Bob was trying to fill up on Shereé to get a little bit of a return on his investment and paying for all this shit here with this sip and see. Cause you know Shereé can't afford it. So that guy, you absolutely right. He over here filling up on this lady because he know he paid for it, so he might as well get a little something in return. Say, oh God, y'all wasted our time. We could have been talking about Ty because I want to know more about that. I want to know I just other things about outside of Martell raggedy ass. And Kenya had no business apologizing to him at all. I hate Martell. I really do. I think Martell is the scum of the earth. I think he is a bum. And you know what? Honestly, he's perfect for Shereé because I don't like her either. Any woman who would sit up here and think that she is the exception to the rule, even though you have video footage, roll that beautiful bean footage of Martell Ho acting a donkey to the woman he promised before God and all his family members that he was gonna do right by. And you still think you the exception to that rule, girl. I hope he drag your ass through the dirt, girl. Anyway, all right, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the episode, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.